What's up, YouTube? It's Freight Hero here. I just found this very important to talk about right now, real quick, since this was announced maybe about half an hour ago or so. But G Guardians, we actually are confirmed on how they work. Both players need to be at grade 3 and can be used as long as there's no more than 3 face-up other G Guardians in the G zone. So basically, you can only run 4 in your deck and use them that many times. So, yeah, just fair warning. I'll leave links to things in the description of like, this is just the normal Cardfight Vanguard website. The Japanese one, as you can see, of course, but that and then the wiki to the card of the day. But I'm sure some of you guys know about this, but um, basically, this is actually gonna start changing uh, the way we build our G zones since, according to the website, we're going to have an increase in G zone space. So we're going to have 16 units in our G zones, and of course we're still limited to 4 copies of each. There's a whole Q&A here. This is like Google translated because I have it set up on my computer. But I won't go through everything. But some really important things to take note of this is, of course, you'd probably want to run 4. So that leaves you with 12 G zone units for actual units. So, I mean, depending on what deck you play, that'll affect a lot of your tech choices on strides. So what that also means is prices of strides now may start to see an increase because cards that people would consider running and didn't have space for, to optimize, their strategies for what their deck is centered around, have more freedom. So, like for example, if you play Gear Chronicle, there's tons and tons of strides you can use that are all situational as heck. So basically, this means maybe you're only running 2 next stages, and like one ofs a bunch of other things. Now you could potentially run like 4 next stages with those same cards and still have an extra 2 slots of new cards you could throw in. So there is a chance that the demand for new units are, or sorry, not new units, old G units are going to rise, at least at this very moment, because of more space, so more situational cards for your decks to be used, stuff like that. Um, so it's like really important to, if you can, try to pick up important strides or strides you think would work really well with your deck, but you couldn't use before, because there is a good chance that prices of strides will increase, maybe not a lot, but it'll still be there, and I'd probably like to help you guys avoid the frustration of, seeing like a card rise in price. Like, I don't know, for example, you could be playing, yeah, Gear Chronicle, for example. Like I said earlier, the example with Next Stage, where you'd only be running 2 copies right now, whereas you could actually run 4 because you have more space while not affecting your other strategies. So there's a chance that maybe Next Stage could rise like another $10 or something, and it'll just be even further out of reach if you weren't able to afford it now or before, and you're very hesitant to pick it up. Stuff like that. I mean, that's a kind of high example, but other things that you could see, maybe like Spectral Blaster Diablo. He just came out, but he flips anything, so there's more freedom to use that card at higher copies because you can flip a bunch of other things like Orgizers, for example. Like you could Spectral Duke, flip Orgizer, Spectre Duke, flip Orgizer, and then go into Doom, flip another Orgizer, and then your Doom will have the crit, stuff like that. You have so much more space, so much more freedom, just a lot more things you can do. So cards could go up because there's, like I said, a higher demand, and yeah, just check out all this stuff. I mean, Google Translate does a pretty good job here. You can kind of figure out what's going on for the most part because there's a lot of important information you could see. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. If you guys want to see, or if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, or just opinions on this, comment down below. I'll take a look at all of them, of course, and reply if I can, help you guys out or something, and I'll catch you guys later.